John, congratulations on a wonderful career that's touched so many lives. We wish we could be together to celebrate with you with a huge party, but we have a whole bunch of undergraduate writing center and graduate writing center tutors from the past who are here to tell you how much you've touched them throughout your career. I'll start just by saying when I worked for that graduate writing center, and you came to observe me deliver a workshop, and afterwards we went down to the Adam's apple, and I was preparing myself just to hear all the things I needed to work on in terms of improving how I did, and we spent the next hour talking about just how much you learned from watching me design and deliver that workshop. And that just taught me a lesson about, using student writing, responding to student writing, and really focusing on what it generates for us, the reader. It was a wonderful lesson that I still carry with me 15 years later. Jess, anything to share?
John, we all just love you, and Scott and I have been able to celebrate a lot with you over the years, and one of my favorites was our engagement, which was just such a fun night. But we're really just so happy for you, and we love you. And what do you have to say, guys? Congratulations, John!
Hi, John. Congratulations on what has to be one of the most beautiful careers in Writing Center Studies. I remember the first time we met. It was during summer orientation for new teaching faculty at Penn State. You brought a little boom box into the room, started playing jazz music, and asked us to write about all of our worries and concerns for the upcoming semester. And as the jazz music was playing, I thought, this guy has to be one of the coolest people I'll ever meet. And to this day, I have not been wrong. You really are the coolest. But you're also the kindest, the wisest, and the most insightful. Even though we were only able to work with one another for a short time during the Public Writing Initiative, I somehow vividly remember every conversation we've had. And I think that's because you have this special way of mentoring, of looking someone in the eyes and making them feel seen, heard, and important. Now that I'm starting my career, I try to do the same with each of my students, to make them feel like their presence and their contributions to the profession matter. Thank you for being such a model for me. I try every day to pay it forward. And I guess now I'll have to go get a boombox. Take care, John. I love you both.
Dearest John, I remember sitting with you and Cheryl at the Allen Street Grill just before I left for Paris in 2016. You had written me a recommendation for art school. It must have been the 8th recommendation that you'd written for me, after British Law School, an MBA program, medical school, and a doctorate in psychology, to name a few. Each time, you never questioned the pivot, but rather had unwavering faith in my ability to find my way. You were one of the few people in my life that provided a steadfast, optimistic encouragement, rather than asking me what the hell I was thinking this time. To others, I may have appeared lost, but you knew that I was only trying to discover my own voice. As I sat there with you both in a chestnut booth facing the wall of windows, you told me that you were so excited to watch my life unfold. I carried the joy of that memory with me whenever my adventure turned into a misadventure, or whenever something was lost in translation. I relied on what you taught me at the Writing Center, to truly listen, in order to find my way. You were always so deliberate with your body language, so considerate of the way you came across, so mindful of how we as tutors would impact the people whose writing we were discussing. I remember the way you carried yourself when I tried to learn a new language or start dialogues with new people. It reminded me to search others' comportment for cues to their meaning when I couldn't quite catch every word of French. The tenets of good writing that you shared with us, clarity, brevity, specificity, provided the foundation for my approach as a visual artist and art director. I began every project with my written ideas and proceeded to translate them visually. I may not have been able to defend myself fluently in French during the critique sessions, but the power of the visual idea shone through because you taught us how to distill a concept to its essence. John, you not only helped me find my own voice, but you also helped me find community. You connected me to DLEC Tokai and the European Writing Centers Association so that I would feel right at home when I moved. Brittany, Candace, Rose, and Dana fabulous people full of verve that I met thanks to our tutor meetings in Buki, are some of my most rewarding relationships to this day. Many of my friends are now writers, and we workshop each other's work over the phone. Everything you've taught me lives on. Happy retirement. And just like you told me that day, in July of 2016, I can't wait to see what you'll create and how your new life will unfold. We love you. Lisa.
Hi, John. This is Sarah Stovall, and I wanted to say congratulations on your retirement and thank you for everything that you've done for Penn State students and for giving me some of my fondest Penn State memories. Enjoy retirement.
Hi, John. Congratulations on your retirement. You've led an incredible career, and I'm so lucky I got to work with you when I was a student at Penn State, when I was a peer tutor and a tutor coordinator. It was an incredible experience, and you've really always been a model of kindness, thoughtfulness, leadership, and of course, Rice Krispie treats. Congratulations on an amazing career.
Hi, John. Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you. Thank you for really being a huge part of my college experience and for helping me grow in ways that still matter to me today. That I feel like collaborative learning and really listening and those things that you taught us are still important to me today, teaching little kids art. And even though it's such a different situation, I feel like being at the Writing Center, actually, it did change how I think about teaching and how I think about learning with other people and collaborating. And I keep trying to think of profound things to say. I know other people will, but all I can think is those lucky duck physical therapists. They have to have the best job in the world to get to learn something with you every day and to get to watch you learn, because we all got a little taste of that working at the Writing Center, and it was just the greatest. Yeah, keep taking those steps. We love you so much, and congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for everything you did for me and for the Writing Center.
Hi, John. I just wanted to wish you a happy retirement. This is Sarah Dybert speaking. My previous name when I was at the Writing Center was Sarah Engler. I was at the center from about 2006 to 2008, and I always looked back on the time there as being such a fun time frame, and that was largely due to the kind of culture that you had built there as the Writing Center director and making writing a fun thing and making our peers a community of people. And I just wanted to say thank you so much throughout the years. You've written many recommendation letters for me that have helped me get my current job and my previous job. So I really appreciate everything. And I just wanted to say I hope that your retirement is an enjoyable time. We've been following your journey on Facebook. We're rooting for you. You're doing an amazing job. I have been watching the updates and seeing your progress, and it's great to be able to keep in touch. And just thank you so much for the wonderful impact that you had on the Writing Center community and for making such great memories for everyone who went through the program, that, you know, we can still remember it and feel happy about it to this day, literally over 10 years later. So thank you so much, and enjoy your retirement.
Hey John, Elliot Schmidt here. Congratulations on your retirement. Incredible news. Good luck to you in your next adventures, endeavors, whatever they may be, wherever they may take you. Hard to believe that it's been almost 15 years, just shy, since we first met, I think in 2006. Actually, I don't know if you can see on the bookshelf behind me here, but I've got couple of style guides, the Harbor's Handbook back there. came in handy. A couple of weeks ago, we had a great debate on how to write the possessive form of the United States attorneys. Apostrophe S, S apostrophe, S apostrophe S. Who could know? Many opinions, both ways, but the handbook came in handy on that one. I was quoting chapter and verse, but congrats again. Good luck. Fair winds and following seas, sir.
Hi, John. It's John Belk here. It's a lovely day here in southern Utah, and I just wanted to say thank you for your work, for your example, for your influence, and most importantly, for your generosity. Happy retirement and all of my best.
Hi, John. I'm sitting here with some pictures of my own tutors behind me, thinking about how none of that would be possible without your warmth and generosity and support and mentorship. Congratulations on your retirement and thank you.
John Olson, a hearty congratulations to you, my friend. I've been thinking back to my very first impressions of meeting you, and I remember thinking when I first met you, this guy has such a wonderfully calming presence, which I think I particularly appreciated because this was early on in grad school, which was a season of my life when I did not always feel particularly calm. And I'm pretty sure also that I'm not the only person who feels this way about you. One time at an ego event, I read an open letter to the mouse that lived under my oven. It's a long story, but my open letter included the following sentence, quote, "We could have been living proof that the species can coexist in peace and love and harmony, like two John Olsons dwelling together in unity." Now, as soon as I read that sentence, all of the other English grad students at the event knew exactly what I was talking about. As soon as they heard your name, they were like, oh yes, I can picture exactly the dynamic that you mean. And so I think that was a gift that you gave not just to me, but to many of us who have had the privilege of running in your circles. When I think of you, John, I think of wisdom and gentleness and humility and perseverance. I've seen you give these gifts to your students and to your colleagues and to your friends, and I feel privileged to count myself in all three of those categories. So as you enter into this new season, I can't wait to see how you continue to use those gifts in the coming years.
Hi, John. Happy retirement. You've been an excellent mentor and friend, and I'm sure your time in retirement will be fantastic. I'm sure you and Cheryl will have a great time, and it's been fantastic knowing you as at Penn State, and it's been very nice talking to you afterwards. Bye.
Hi, John. Carolyn here. Congratulations on retirement. You have made being a writing center tutor at Penn State one of the most memorable aspects of my undergraduate experience. Even as a chemical engineer, now graduated, I'm still looking for ways I can stay a writing center tutor in the new area I've lived in, and it wouldn't have happened if you didn't kind of keep my aspirations going for that. And the tales of outer suburbia will always kind of perplex me. Thank you again, and best of luck on whatever you do next.
Greetings from Auburn, Alabama, Dr. Olson. In my years at Penn State, I benefited, as have countless other students, from programs you created or grew. In my case, the Graduate Writing Center and the Public Writing Initiative. When our paths crossed through these programs, I admired your peaceful spirit and the warm support you offered student staff like me. The core of both these programs, as well as the other writing programs you've worked on, is enhancing students' educational experience, giving them greater access to the power of writing. So, from many miles away, I join you in celebrating a career devoted to students, a career that has made a real difference in the education of many, including me. Thank you for all you have done.
Hi, John. Congratulations on your retirement. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the impact that you've had on me as a writing instructor. I think back a lot to the time that I spent at the Writing Center at Penn State and how much that has impacted my teaching. I think about everything I learned from you, from how to respond to a student paper without trying to take ownership of their work, to how to have an effective conference with a student. And all of that training, I think, is so important, and I wouldn't have learned it elsewhere. The most important thing I think that I learned from you is how to be a really good listener, which I admit I'm still working on. But I think you're one of the few people I know who really takes the time to listen to people and let what they're saying sink in, take a moment, and then respond with something brilliant, I'm sure, as you usually do. I wish I had that ability. It is something I'm still working on. But I'm really inspired by your ability to listen, and how important that is. Finally, I'm not sure if you remember the 2006 Four Cs conference, but we all went out for dinner after that conference to celebrate, and we all learned nicknames. So this brass ring, I believe, was in my food at that meal, and so they gave it to me afterwards. But I think the nickname you earned was Hot Dog. So congratulations, Hot Dog. I hope you have a wonderful retirement. You certainly earned it, and I hope to be able to celebrate with you in person at some point in the future.
A big congratulations on your retirement, John, and heartfelt wishes from Nairobi. I know that I speak for many peer tutors when I say that some of my fondest learning moments and social interactions were facilitated because of the infrastructure that you built and nurtured. I have many great memories, from being part of summer barbecues in your old home, to running jokes of llama face, to bonding over the power of vulnerability in Brene Brown's TED Talk. You have demonstrated what a kind, thoughtful, and open heart you have in your teachings and in your interactions with students, and I know that peer tutors will always take a bit of that wherever they go. It was a privilege to have been a small part of your years of practice.
Hi, John. Laura Verana here, coming to you from Mobile, Alabama, to wish you congratulations and a happy, much-deserved retirement. You should know that everything you taught me about English 5 tutoring and working with students of different backgrounds and international students in particular has really continued to influence everything I do as a teacher, has really shaped how I approach students here in my first tenure track job in Alabama, and has shaped how I talk to my own students now about their future teaching. So I think often about our English 5 time together, and I wish you all happiness and everything wonderful you deserve in your retirement. Congratulations!
Hi, John. It's Kelly Flores. It's been a really long time. I graduated in 2007, so at least since then. But I wanted to just tell you that it's been amazing to watch you on social media over these last couple years and see everything that you've been able to accomplish with all the challenges that you've faced. But you've really been an inspiration, so keep it up. And I remember from the Writing Center class that I had with you that you had said that you wanted to retire and basically just hang out in a park, read poetry. And I hope you get to do that, of course, listening to Bob Marley, enjoying nature, and everything else that you dream to do. I hope you're able to do that now in this next chapter of your life. So I look forward to keeping up with you, maybe even making a trip up to State College one of these days. And I wish you all the best and happy retirement.
Hi, John. Congrats on your retirement. That's so exciting. I just wanted to send a little message to tell you how proud I am of you, and just to tell you how much of an impact you and English 250 and writing tutoring have had on me. I remember in your class still writing that iSearch paper for what it was like to be in a band, and I remember you suggesting to me how it would be possible for me to write my own music. And I hadn't even thought about that before. And that's what started me thinking about it and got me into writing my own songs and eventually recording. So you really completely changed my life there with your influence for the better. And I'm so happy that I got the chance to meet you and stay in touch with you. And I'm really proud of all the work you're doing towards your recovery and towards walking. Every time I talk to you, every few months or so, I am so impressed by the progress you're making. And it's really inspiring how hard you're working, and I know you're gonna get to those goals that you said you'd accomplish. So congrats on the retirement. And I know you're a really motivated person. I believe in you for the rest of your rehab. And yeah, happy retirement. I'm very excited for you.
Hi, Dr. Olson. This is Brandon Irby. I just want to send a quick message of congratulations for your career. Thank you for everything that you have done for your students. I want to do a quick shout out for the peer tutors of 2015, 2016. I want to thank you again for introducing me to an essay by June Jordan about language. And I used that essay for Tutor's Choice for our session that semester. And, you know, we talked about language variation, we talked about negotiation, we talked about gatekeeping. And so I remember that, 2015, June Jordan. So again, congratulations, and I wish you well.
Hi, John. This is Claire Lascava from English 250, class of fall 2005, signing on from Pittsburgh to say congratulations, happy retirement, and most importantly, thank you. You gave me my very first teaching job as a tutor at the Writing Center at Penn State, and what I learned from you and from that job still influences my practices as a teacher today. Thank you for believing in me and encouraging me to recognize that teaching was what I was meant to be doing, even when I didn't believe that I could do that myself. I'll always be grateful to you for that, and also for the best piece of advice that you ever gave me, which is that love makes space sacred, which is something that I carry to my classroom with me every day. Thank you for all you did for me and for so many people through your work at the Writing Center. I look forward to catching up with you sometime in the near future, and celebrate well. You deserve it.
Hey, John. Congratulations on retiring. Wow. What a career. Man, you know, I could probably sit here and go on for 20-30 minutes about my experience at the Writing Center and having you a part of my life, even to this day, and just so many positive things that have come and manifested from my experience as a peer tutor working for you. I think really what I'd prefer to thank you for ultimately is just creating a space where it was okay for each individual person to be themselves. And that's ultimately what is at the heart of the collaboration process with writing. And I think even to this day, you know, the work I do now, there's a lot of writing involved. But it's a different kind of collaboration. I write something and then someone checks it and they decide if they like it, and then it moves up the ladder. But I mean, I think just the most valuable thing you could have ever given was just creating a space where it was okay for me to be myself and to be psyched about writing and to want to work with other people and help a community at Penn State get better at writing, or really learn their own process and learn to enjoy the process. And that has so many parallels to, you know, really everything in life. And it's just, it's done me so much good in my career and in my life path. Just having had that and knowing it's really the best thing for me is to always bring my genuine self to a process. And that's where the ideas flow from the heart, and that's where the best work is done. And so I thank you so much for that, for providing that environment for all of us to just thrive as our unique selves amongst each other, and to accept that and to love that about each other. And I can't imagine a greater gift to give to your students than that. And so I thank you so much. There's so many, I could go on and on about memories. I'm trying to keep this short at the request of Scott, who's generously putting this all together. I mean, just going to Vegas for that conference and paralleling EMT triage with the writing process, and just everything you've ever done to support having experiences that are outside the box, and to work with a diversity of students, and to always keep an open heart and open arms to anyone who wants to participate in the writing process. And just everything. You've done so many things that have inspired me, like, you know, I know you were big on your evening walks for a long time. I go on an evening walk every day with my Odie boy. And I think of you all the time. I think just how much you're able to savor every moment, and how much you're able to get things from life that are so valuable and precious, and hold on to them. And it's inspiring, and it always has been. And I'm so grateful that we still communicate, and that you're still a part of my life. The retirement came a bit as a surprise, although I think if you weren't going to retire this year, you would just be working indefinitely, and you'd probably never retire. So congratulations. You've done so much for so many people, and I'm just one person. And just think of all of the folks that you may hear from or you may not hear from, that look back and smile when they think about you and their experience at Penn State Writing Center. So thank you so much, John. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being a mentor. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being the most understanding supervisor I've ever had. Thank you so much for everything. I'm so grateful for you, and for the experiences that I've had under your wing and beyond. And I hope we can talk soon, John. Thank you.
Hi, John. I just wanted to congratulate you on your retirement, and I wanted to say thank you. I was one of John's graduate students who worked in the Writing Center in 2015-2016, and the methods and the techniques that we learned in that class and that we employed as tutors just really meant a lot to me, and has really informed my teaching, how I operate in the classroom and in office hours, and continues to do so today. So thank you, John, and congratulations again on your retirement.
Hi, John. Here's a list called Things I Treasure About John Olson. 1. The presence and humor and grace you bring to any classroom or meeting, no matter when you get there. 2. Your conversations with your students. They taught me so much about teaching, and they helped me learn to like students, and that was a real gift. 3. Our conversations. Those long chats when you'd roll your chair over to my side of the office. Chats that pulled people in from the hallway and covered everything from peer tutors to broken clocks, to grandkids, nieces and nephews, to grammar, to the Grange Fair, to squatty potties and unicorn poop, and more. 4. Your chatty emails. Danny Magerman and I were talking about how your emails could become a book. Maybe that book could even be made into a movie, a slow movie that you like Schultze Gets the Blues. 5. Your ukulele skills. 6. How you so gently and patiently pushed me to be part of the Writing Center scholarship and community, and how you treated me like a colleague even when I didn't pursue those opportunities. I'm an awkward creature, John, but you always made me feel like I belonged. I think you make everybody feel that way, and that's a beautiful and rare thing. So thank you, John, for being who you are, and I hope your retirement is rich and spacious and full of wonderful surprises.
John, it's Adam Schellenbarger from class of 2010. Just wanted to wish you a happy retirement. I know that I haven't seen you in a while, but I've been following your journey on Facebook. Couldn't be prouder of you. You're the only boss that I have. Well, Cindy counts too, but you're the only bosses that I have that, like, every memory I have of you are just good memories all the time. From learning about George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic, to I don't know if you remember this or not, but like we saw this random school bus outside a strip club in Duncannon on the way to York College of Pennsylvania that you made us get out and take a picture in front of one time. It's just always a blast with you. I hope you and Cheryl are doing well and that you enjoy your retirement. And man, you deserve it. Great job.
Hi, John. It's Pat Kessler. Congratulations on a well-deserved retirement, and thank you so much for helping so many of us to start our careers off right. I am never going to be able to talk to anyone without remembering you gently encouraging communication and collaboration. The splash you make leaves ripples, and those ripples will continue forever. Thank you so much, John. We love you.
Hello, John. I hope that you've had a nice 2021 so far. I recently had a nice Lunar New Year with some friends and my partner, and I'm sending you good wishes in a Lunar Year of Ox, which is symbolic of strength, patience, and energy. It made me really happy to see that you've made a long way through the journey of recovery, and that you've been surrounded by, like a nice group of caring and loving people. Like the whole department really just loves you and wish that you could stay longer for this work you've been doing in this department. Sometimes I still think a lot about the walks we had together, on our way back to Burroughs from the place we had our 602s. And I had to say that tutoring at the Writing Center was one of my pedagogical highlights, and I know that it wouldn't have been complete without you and other fellow tutors. I really cherish those times, and just thank you so much for, building up that Writing Center and helping us become a better teacher, tutor, and human beings through your funny stories, humor, and patience. I'm sending you best of luck for your new year of 2021 and beyond. Take care.
Hi, John. Welcome to my kitchen, which has also been my work from home space and a place where my cat wants to be involved in everything that I do, including this. For about a year now, it's been this all-purpose space. All right, so now that we're set up here, I was going to say it's so good to see you, but as I record this, I get to see my own face. Would much rather be seeing yours. So instead, let me say it's so good to be in this moment with you and be thinking of you and sending all kinds of well wishes to you on your retirement. When I first heard that you were retiring, a song immediately popped into my head, and that song was Babies in Black. And that's because that is a song that you sang at the Writing Center, an event shortly before I and the rest of my class graduated and left Penn State. So that song and that event came back to me so vividly and kind of gave me a chance to hang out in those memories and really appreciate the time that I had at the Writing Center. So in this quick video to you, it struck me how much I want you to know what a positive impact you've had and continue to have on me, on the other writing tutors, and I think everyone around you. You are one of only a few people who I have ever considered a mentor. You taught me a lot about listening, and how instead of always trying to fill moments of silence like we tend to do, to embrace it and to hold space for others to share their voices, and how valuable that can be. On a less profound, but I still think meaningful note, you also introduced me to wasabi peas, which I still hate, to Bob Marley, who I still love, and you made it so that whenever I see the word butter, I think about my writing center nickname and I have to smile. So with your retirement, while I imagine it's even more bittersweet than that moment where my class was about to graduate from Penn State, I hope that you are not dressed in black and not feeling blue. I hope that you are looking forward to what the next chapter brings. Please keep letting us know what you're up to. I always love seeing updates about you. I missed you. And I wish this could be some big in-person get-together right now. But I'm glad that this can be a way to share how excited I am for you. So absolute biggest, best wishes to you. And thank you, John. And I really mean that. Thank you.
Hi, John. I am sending happy retirement greetings from the Writing Centers of Texas Tech. This is one moment I can say with absolute certainty that I would not be sitting here without you. I have learned so much from you over the years, so many things that I carry with me into the Writing Center here at Texas Tech and out into the world. I wanted to thank you for being such an amazing mentor, teacher, colleague, and friend. I appreciate you. I wish you just the very best retirement. I hope it's happy and I hope it's healthy, and I hope that you find so much fulfillment in it. I'm sad that I won't see you around at IWCA, but I hope that our paths cross soon. Best wishes, John. Congratulations.
Hi, John. How are you? I hope you're doing as well as can be expected with everything going on. This is Rosemary Cochran from one of your old Writing Center classes. I graduated from Penn State in 2010, and I think that my writing class with you was in 2008, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it was 2008, and then I worked with you and your wonderful team, and with you as a wonderful boss at the Writing Center for about 2.5 years during my time at Penn State. So I just wanted to send a message of thanksgiving and love and just appreciation and admiration for you, for all of your kindness that you shared as a professor at Penn State, all of your wisdom and all of your intelligence and knowledge in writing and editing and working with people. You know, I was always, and I still am, you know, years later, thankful for the experiences that I had at the Writing Center, of meeting you, of meeting so many different people, and of getting to work with so many different people from all walks of life, from all majors, who would come into the Writing Center. And even after I graduated, I was so appreciative that I had stayed in touch with you, that you wrote a beautiful, kind, generous letter of recommendation for me when I was looking at grad programs. And I was so heartbroken to hear of what happened to you. And I was so thankful that I was able to come see you and to see how strong you are, you know, despite all of everything that was happening, how strong you are and how positive you are and determined you are. And it just grew my admiration for you in new ways. And so when I learned about this video retirement project, I knew that I wanted to be a part of it. My dear friend Lisa Lotito, who is my friend also because of you, because of the Writing Center, we have stayed friends over the years, and she shared the information about the project. So I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you did for me when I was a student and for all of your help and encouragement and positivity in the years during school and after school. And please know that I'm thinking of you and your beautiful wife and your family, and I'm praying for you, and I'm wishing you all the best as you prepare to retire. I don't know the timeline, so I don't know if you have yet, so I'm sorry. But I'm praying for you, I'm wishing you well, and I just wanted to send you a lot of gratitude and a lot of love. So thanks again, John, and God bless you.
Hi John, it's Melissa. Congratulations on your very well-deserved retirement. I know I've told you this in the past, but you were my favorite professor at Penn State, and my time at the Writing Center was honestly one of my favorite memories at Penn State. I still think often about how positive and inclusive the Writing Center was, and I think about the friendships that I made there, and we did a lot of fun activities together, such as the pumpkin carving and Thanksgiving potlucks and the holiday parties. And also, I apply a lot of what I learned at the Writing Center to my job daily. Whenever I want to edit something, I still read it aloud so I can hear any mistakes that I may have made. I'm so happy that we were able to keep in touch throughout the years. Being able to see you at Penn State with my husband and brother is still a nice memory, and I'm so happy that I was able to see you in New York when you went to Hofstra University, and I met some of the more recent writing tutors. I really enjoyed that as well. I wish you nothing but the best in retirement, and I love seeing the Facebook updates about your rehabilitation progress. I'm positive you're gonna make a lot more progress, and I wish you and Cheryl nothing but the best, and congratulations again. Hi again. I just had a few more memories that I wanted to share for this video. The first being that during my college graduation, you were able to meet my family, and that was really nice because I talked about you and the Writing Center a lot to them throughout the years. And then when I was walking down to receive my diploma, you were on the sidelines snapping away and taking pictures, and that made me feel very special. And then also, I remember one time during our weekly meetings, the writing tutors, we all had to talk to you, and it was almost a mini intervention about the amount of photos that you were taking during our meetings and then posting them to Facebook. I just thought it was so funny because you had finally gotten to Facebook, we all convinced you to, and then you were just taking so many pictures, and everyone was like receiving multiple notifications a day about John Olson tagged you in this, John Olson tagged you in that, and it was just such a funny memory. And it just showed how much you cared about all your tutors and how much fun we had during those meetings. And I still love receiving those Facebook pop-up notifications in my memories every day, or however often it is. And it just brings me back to a really nice time in my life. And so congratulations again. Bye.
Hello, Dr. Cheryl, and hello, Dr. John. This is me, Oju Ajagbe. I am a former writing tutor from 06, 07, 08. Just want to say congratulations to you, Dr. John, on your retirement. I thoroughly enjoyed being a writing tutor and also getting to attend the writing tutor conference in Las Vegas when we went Halloween weekend, which is spectacular. Just want to wish you congratulations on your retirement and a great storied career with Penn State. I am very thankful for your optimism, Dr. John. I love seeing the continued progress you're making in your recovery. Thank you for being an amazing writing tutor instructor and director, and for your charisma.
Hey John, it's Mary. Congratulations on your retirement and on the tremendous recovery progress that you continue to make. I am forever grateful for knowing you, for getting to learn from you, and for being part of the Writing Center community. As I think back on my times at University Park, my best memories are of the Writing Center and of the people that I've met there. It was a place that always felt like home, and I still proudly wear my Don't Hate, Collaborate shirt. You always said that peer tutoring is a way of life, and wow, have I found that to be true. not only in my career, but truly in life in general. I had told so many stories of you and of the Writing Center that when my husband proposed a few years ago, instead of that traditional "will you marry me" proposal, he actually asked me to collaborate with him in life. In recent years, I've really enjoyed the times that we've gotten to reconnect at the Penn State learning meetings, and I especially enjoyed our last catch up where we got to have the alumni swirl ice cream. I sure hope we get to do that again sometime. In the meantime, enjoy your retirement, and I wish you all the best. Thanks for everything.
Hi, John. Congratulations. I can't imagine Penn State without you, but I also know you've left such an imprint there that anyone who steps into Penn State Learning or the Graduate Writing Center will feel your presence in both small and large ways, from the posters to people, of course. Thank you for all your mentorship and encouragement over the years. You've always worked so well with us graduate students, but where you really shine is with all the undergraduates. I really saw this when we worked together on the hybrid studio. Getting the chance to see my former English 15 students take charge in this space was such a privilege and really also a learning moment. You've made me a better tutor, teacher, researcher, and I hope a better mentor too, so thank you. And again, congrats. Enjoy this time. You deserve it.
Hi, John. Emily Rothrock here, aka Special K. Want to congratulate you on an incredible career in the entire Writing Center space at Penn State Learning and especially at the UWC. Wish that we could celebrate you in person, but hopefully these messages are going to brighten your day and let you know how much you have meant to all of us. Before I give you some of my favorite Writing Center memories, I need to give you some updates. I'm no longer Emily K. Rothrock. Got to drop the Special K because I just got married. So I'm going to be Special R, turn Rothrock to my middle name. So, but I'm still wearing gray sweaters, although it's Saturday, so this is a gray sweatshirt for you. But I really just want you to know how much the Writing Center meant to me and what an incredible experience it was. Oh my goodness, I didn't think I would get choked up saying this to you, but how much it meant to me to be a part of it at Penn State. When I look back on my experience, my 4 years at school, that is really the number one thing that stands out to me. I met Meredith Carbone, one of my most dear friends, in English 250. Having the experience of tutoring and working collaboratively with you and with the other tutors and coordinators, but also the students. I feel that I really had the opportunity to learn how to listen and to not come into an experience of working with someone. There's a reason it's called peer tutoring, right? As I'm your peer, to not come into an experience as the expert or me telling somebody what to do or how to do it, but to teach them, to show them, and to understand and try to understand what some people, especially students who weren't from, the United States, the experiences that they were bringing to their writing and to school. And I just always felt like the Writing Center was my home, and, we had our own little office, and it was just a really special place for me that I have so many great memories. And I know that it's serving me so well in my current career and my relationships and in my future. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for me, for all of us. We love you. We're so proud of you. We're so grateful to know you. Congratulations and enjoy. Bye.
Hey, John. So first, I just want to say congratulations to you on your retirement. I'm happy that I'm able to contribute in this way. And I think more importantly, I'd like to reflect upon and share what I believe your retirement represents for so many of us, which is a real legacy of love that you offered all of us who had the opportunity to have learned with you and have worked with you in the Writing Center because of the passion and the authenticity that you brought to the work every day. It's hard for me to capture or express the impact that you've had on me as an educator, as a human being, as a reader and a writer and a researcher. Um, you're someone who I hold in the highest regard and someone who I try to model myself after. Every day I have the opportunity to lead others or work with students or teachers, which is based in seeing the power and capacity of everyone I have the opportunity to interact with. So your legacy of passion for this work, this educative work, to empower others is something that resides in me deeply, and I'm very I'm so grateful to you for it. And I look forward to continuing to be in touch with you into your retirement. I can't wait to come up and visit you and Cheryl in Penn State. I'm getting married in June to another educator. She's amazing. I can't wait for you to meet her. And that's everything. So I love you, John. Thank you so much for all that you've done and that you continue to do to inspire all of us. And take good care, and I'll see you soon.
Hi, John. It's Katie Kaminsky. Thank you so much for inspiring so many students at Penn State and for all of your work with the Penn State Writing Center. I know it shaped my Penn State experience getting to work at the Writing Center and getting to take your class and getting to learn from you. And we've talked about this, but definitely the most important thing I learned is how to be a tutor and not an editor. So thank you for teaching me that distinction. I'm constantly inspired by the videos that you post on Facebook, and your journey to regaining your strength has been just so inspiring. And I hope that you have an amazing retirement and you never forget the impact that you have made on Penn State students. I will definitely always remember my time at the Penn State Writing Center. It allowed me to step outside of the business school, do something different with my time at Penn State, and really make an impact for a lot of students while also getting paid. I mean, it was the best job I could have really hoped for. So thank you so much. Happy retirement. I hope that I will see you soon at some point. I don't know when in this COVID world, but I'm sure I'll be back on campus at some point in the State College area. So thank you so much. Bye.
Hey John, it's Carly Porter here, Carly Berry, and I have 3 of my little helpers. I'm now a mom of 3 boys, and I hear congratulations are in order. What do you say?
Congrats, Mr. John, on your retirement.
Congrats, John. And here is our newest little guy. Let's see if I can zoom to him. Austin! Can you say congrats? Yeah! Congrats, John.
Hey John, congratulations on your retirement. Not only have you been a source of inspiration to me as a student and a tutor and an amazing professor and mentor throughout my time in college, but you've also been a source of inspiration ever since, from hanging out with you at Adam's Apple and being able to visit the Writing Center, but also in recent times, seeing you persevere and be so resilient has also been just such an amazing source of inspiration for me and my family. I wish you all of the best. I can't wait to have another drink with you at Adam's Apple, and congratulations on your retirement. It's just a little sad that the next crop of writing tutors are not going to have you as a mentor, but they'll get over it and you deserve all of the break and all of the wonderful things that you're going to do now that you have all this time. Congrats. Bye-bye.
Hey John, it's Rachel. I bet you don't even recognize me anymore with my beautiful purple hair, but otherwise better known to you as MC Awesome. I just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement, and I know that you really miss seeing me shove food into my mouth as soon as you're about to take a picture. So I thought I'd take you to my garden here in Oregon and just give you one last preview of what it's like for me to shove food into my mouth. You know, it's not Eaton Park, but it's pretty good. Wishing you many years of happiness, and I hope that even though you'll be away from the Writing Center, that I know that you'll continue to keep the Funkadelic spirit alive, and the spirit of peer tutoring in your heart, and I hope to see you soon. Congrats again, John.
Hi, John. I couldn't be more thrilled to be celebrating you and your accomplishments and your career. I am so proud of you and so grateful that I know you. And it's such a pleasure to be able to express my gratitude for the many opportunities you've given me and the incredible kindness that you've shown me. And I still remember very distinctly the moment that you walked up to me and asked me if I would be interested in working at the Graduate Writing Center. And I remember my first thought was, why would John ask me to do this? You know, what qualifications do I have? And you saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And it turned out to be one of the best experiences that I had at Penn State. The memories that I have of working at the Writing Center and working with you are some of my most cherished memories. And I want to also thank you for the many, many conversations that you and I were able to share together. I can't tell you what a pleasure it was to find someone with such depth, such compassion, such love in your heart for other people, such kindness, and such incredible wisdom as well. And it was always just so uplifting to talk with you. I always felt better and always do feel better after our conversations. And this is one of the gifts that you share, is that you just bring people up and help them to feel that they're important and valued. And I appreciate that so much about you. And I wish I could be there in person to offer you a great big congratulations, but I'm so grateful that I have an opportunity just to express my gratitude and to express my deep admiration for your perseverance, for your optimism, for your strength of character, and for your great compassion as an individual. And I am so, so thrilled that we have an opportunity, myself and many others, to express what a great impact you've had and positive impact you've had on our lives.
Hey John, Jeremy here, the tutor hunter, the ambassador, your secret favorite coordinator. Just wanted to wish you a happy retirement. I hope you're living it up in State College right now. Can't wait to get there pretty soon after this pandemic wraps up. We'll see you soon, John. Cheers to you.
Hey John, it's Allie Ferguson from the Spring 2005 Writing Center cohort. I just want to congratulate you on your retirement, and I want to also thank you for everything that you've ever done for me and for all the Writing Center tutors that you've encountered throughout the years. I'm so thankful for all the lessons that you taught me about collaboration and working positively with writers. I carry that with me every single day as an editor, and I'm so grateful for how you've impacted my career. I also think you're such an inspiration with how you've handled your injury and your recovery. You keep us all smiling, and we're all so proud of you, and we're so happy that you're getting better. And we know that you have so much more to share with the world, and I can't wait to see what you have up your sleeves. So good luck on the next chapter of your life. I hope to see you soon, and thank you so much again for everything you've ever done. Love you.
Hi, John. It's such a pleasure to be able to extend to you my congratulations. at this moment of transition and an opportunity to be part of a group that's looking back on your wonderful career and how much you've given to all of us, I'm sure. I know that the first time I heard about John Olson was my first time meeting Cheryl at Bread Loaf, and that was in Vermont. And she would talk to me about how much she missed you and just recounting what her first summer at Bread Loaf and Bread Loaf in Vermont was like. And so I feel like I was introduced to you before I even actually met you. And it was such a pleasure then to, it was a surprise to me at that point that I would be eventually moving to State College and coming to Penn State, which was obviously one of the best decisions of my life. And I remember the first time that I came to your home. That was when the rhetoric and composition students and faculty had a welcome when I first came to Penn State. And just feeling the warmth of your home, how much you welcomed us in, and knowing that that would be a place that was so meaningful to me over the next few years and even after I graduated. So just so many warm memories that involved you and you're part of this faculty that was so meaningful to me. And of course, one of the most important times that I intersected with you and that you mentored me was through my support of the Graduate Writing Center as one of the writing tutors. And just, I have learned so much from you, John, through your enthusiasm, your network of care, your expertise, your insight, and you just give so much, so freely and openly to all of us. And just recently, I was participating online at a conference for people who are wanting to learn more about teaching international students, teaching students whose first language was not English. And I participated. I thought, oh, I haven't really thought about this. I haven't been in the literature enough recently. And when I participated in that conference, guess who I thought of? I thought of you. I thought of all of our conversations that happened some years ago and the amazing foundation you gave me. I realized that had weathered quite well. And I have you to thank for that inspiration to imagine that space, imagine graduate students who could gain confidence in their own writing, who could learn about students, a lot of different types of writers. That was all you. And it's just such an amazing gift that you gave. And of course, I'd be remiss not to say that part of my fondness of our friendship and our time together were those conversations we had at Bread Loaf in Santa Fe, especially, where I remember sitting out on the sunny, eating area at lunch and talking about music and talking about writing and talking about teaching. And gosh, those are just times, John, that I really will always hold dear. And I especially appreciate the fact that when I graduated from Bread Loaf, you were behind the camera taking a lot of photos. You have photos of me and Cheryl. You have photos of me and Cheryl and my family and my father that I will just treasure forever. And it was because you were there and because you cared and because you extended that care to me, as you have so many students. I can't even imagine. So I hope that in my teaching of writing, in my participation in my own communities, just carry forward that love, that enthusiasm, the energy, the gift that you give all of us. You've given so many of us. I hope I carry that through. I know I will never do the job that you do in that sharing and that generosity of spirit and skill and expertise, but I will try. And I just want to thank you so much for being my friend, being an inspiration to me, being someone I feel so comfortable with and so cared for by. And I just want to celebrate you and your wonderful career. And I wish you all the best. And I just wish I could be there to give you a big hug. But trust me, there's a lot of love coming here to you from me here. So take care, John, and celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. We're so proud of you.
Henry and I wanted to wish you the best in your retirement, and in our style, I included a little video of Matt and me playing a song for you.